And we are ready to kick off the preliminary card. We'd like to welcome our viewers that are joining us at WSOF.com. Our first fight is scheduled for 3 rounds in the World Series of Fighting Flyweight Division. And now, introducing on the blue side of the decagon, his record, 8 wins, 5 defeats, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 126 pounds, fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, introducing Sidemar Honorio. And now his opponent across the decagon, fighting on the red side. His record, 4 wins, 2 defeats, also standing 5 feet 7 inches tall and also weighing in at 126 pounds even. He fights out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, introducing Matt SMG Lozano. Your referee is William Bookwalter.
So we get things going on here in the flyweight division from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. The one thing you can always count on, boss, in the flyweight division, it is going to be extremely quick.
They're going to fly. Like these people at the casino that we just saw. Really fast.
Lozano in the white trunks, Honorio in the black trunks. Honorio quickly showing the range, how high he can go upstairs, and Lozano comes back with 2 light right jabs.
It works if you look down and kick high. It's better if you look at the target and you kick the target. You're kind of telling your opponent where you're gonna kick, where you're gonna connect. Well, I can do that too, he said.
No question about it. Amazing how these guys can generate so much power as they both weighed in at only 126 pounds. Wow.
I'll watch out jogging at the beach. Went missing.
Before the fight, one fighter went missing.
Flyweight division here from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Boss, this is always the situation in the preliminary fights. These guys obviously trying to put on a great show. First and foremost, get the win, but second of all, impress the management of the World Series of Fighting so they get on the big card.
That's the trick. You know, everybody wants to be on the main event. Well, he's challenging him. He's challenging Matt Lozano, saying, hey, you got to come. You got to do something.
Honorio speaking in Portuguese, calling out Lozano there.
Yeah, might come.
Is it really wise?
I don't know.
Is it wise to call your opponent out here in round number 1?
I just think it's a very smart thing what Lozano is doing. He's picking his shots.
Yep.
You know, he just caught the single kick and he returned with a straight punch. Now again, there a good
Lozano
punch.
comes in quickly.
Yeah, okay, you want me to come? Here I come.
He was quick to step away and walk away casually as Matt Lozano.
Nonchalant.
And you think that's a situation where he respects what Honorio can do as a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu on the ground, doesn't want to get entangled with any submission attempts?
Yeah, but he goes, I'm a blue belt. No,
Now you see the strikes connected so far. Lozano out in front 6-2. And this is just round 1 of 3 in the flyweight division. The World Series of Fighting 13.
Look at that, liver shot right straight and a right kick after the right.
Blood coming in the left eye of Honorio already. And Lozano does not look winded at all. Doesn't look like he's broken a sweat yet.
Stays outside the reach perfectly. Doesn't go too far away from his opponent. Very important, little details. Single kicks, he should counter it again. He did it a minute and a half ago.
Oh,
beautiful! To the solar plexus, he's hurt.
And Lozano is just saying, get back up. He's not even going in for the closeout, boss.
Now a left hook to the head and a right straight to the body is the best combination to hit that target again.
Not 1, but 2 back rolls from Honorio. And Lozano at this point, boss, all kinds of confidence as we come under 1 minute and 47 seconds to go in round number 1. His confidence is sky high, feeling that he can do anything, anytime he wants to Honorio.
He found the target. He set the tone. Strike to the plexus. Beautiful knee. And now he has to just follow it up. He still has some time, you know, preferably within 30 seconds, because it's still tender right now.
Honorio going upstairs once again, keeping Lozano honest, and Lozano comes in and does a great job of what Boss Rutan always like to say: if you come with a kick, come with a combo.
Come with a combo, you know. You want to set up your kick or you want to set up your punches.
As we come up on 1 minute to go here in round number 1, Boss, if you're in the corner of Honorio, what do you tell your fighter if, in fact, he makes it to round number 2?
Close the distance. Start pushing the fight. Close, close, close. So it's very hard for any striker to move backwards and strike. Only very few can do it really well.
But big combinations. We may not see a second round as Lozano comes in, and now he is problematic. This is problematic as Honorio locks up a leg.
Yeah, but he's already out. Wow, great way to get back on his feet.
Good defense.
You see, that comes in handy when you're limber. You can simply let one leg on the ground. Nice beat bar. He has to. Ooh, man! I thought he had it.
He stepped. Matt Lozano stepped right out of that.
He loves that combination. Yeah? Left hook, right straight, right kick. You don't see that a lot. Most of the time, it's a left punch, right kick.
Final 10 seconds of round number 1.
Or a right punch and a left kick. Wants to do a capoeira style kick. It would look like.
So Honorio decides not to go the capoeira kick at the final moments of round number 1, and probably for good measure. Matt Lozano does not even look winded, Boss. You talk about a fighter that's mouth is open, breathing heavy. Lozano's like, nothing. All right, let's go back and look at the action from round number 1. Matt Lozano in the white trunks.
Boom, that was a beautiful knee.
Look at this.
And he rolls again. He figures if I keep rolling, the referee's not going to put me on my feet. Right away, he's going to go here for that leg. But, you know, Lozano's already out. He saw it coming. Already lost it.
Wow.
Very nicely done. That's what I mean, you know, with nowadays you can be a black belt or a blue belt, but you know, there's really good blue belts. And back in the day with Mark Lehman, he was a blue belt. And well, he was very good when I was rolling with him. You know, it's
now let's not
what
forget,
kind of blue belt?
Lozano has some great submissions as well. If he gets in the situation, he can finish with the inverted triangle or a triangle choke. And our official right now, Bill Bookwalter, is taking a long look in the corner of Sidemar Honorio, and he's got some swelling already under both eyes, especially his right eye. Look under that, on the cheekbone is completely swollen.
Yep. So left hooks, left kicks for Matt Lozano.
Round number 2 in the flyweight division here from the Sands Casino in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, World Series of Fighting 13. Matt Lozano in the white trunks, dominating round number 1. Sidemar Honorio of Brazil in the black trunks, trying to find a way to close the distance and slow down the much quicker Lozano.
Lozano moves really well, has great distance. You know, every time he's on the outside of those strikes, you see? Not too far away, stays inside that reach so he can counter.
It's the speed of Lozano, or do you think Honorio is just telegraphing his punches? Because it looks like Lozano can just see him coming and just steps away.
That's what happens if you load up your punches. You know, and he was making him angry in the first round when he started challenging him. Come. You know, you don't want to be excited in a fight. You want to stay calm, like Lozano is doing. Just relax, going for a heel hook now. He pulls out easy again.
And this might be the best opportunity for Honorio if he can get this and lock some kind of submission up on Lozano, because the standing game is just not working.
So Control's going to try to throw him over to the right now, like this, boom. He needs to climb on top though, which is going to be hard because the legs are in between.
All right, boss, if you're coaching Matt Lozano, he's one of your students, what do you tell him right now to escape?
You got to be on top, just like that. His leg is caught, but there's nothing there. You know, you can try, let me see, push and pull machine, push the toes and pull the heel with your hands. But since there's no hip locked up, you can escape real easy. It's like going for an armbar and you forget to cover the head with a leg. It's the same with leg locks. Leg locks, you need to cover the hips. You need to lock them up, otherwise they roll out.
Back to a striking game we go. Honorio was fishing for something the entire time, couldn't come up with it. And now this is back in Matt Lozano's world.
Yeah, so calm, and relaxed. You know, and of course that helps also in the submission of in the stamina department. The more calm you are, the better it is. That was a nice elbow though. If that would have connected, that could be trouble.
Trying to find a way to get through the guard and make something happen.
Lozano needs to get him off. He can simply stand up, push the knee backwards, and then sit up.
He's controlling the left wrist of Honorio.
Because the foot is in between.
Yep.
He's got to push the knee with his hands or try to slide it over like he did. There's an Achilles tendon pull. That one can actually, you can use a lot of power there, but again, you slip out.
So Honorio's going to go to work on the ankle and the calf.
I've never seen that.
We were talking about it before the fight, and you were saying some of the things you've done to get out of some.
He should kick his butt right there, Lozano. Like literally with his other foot, kick his butt, so then he can pull out.
You're not saying figuratively, but literally kick the butt.
Literally kick your butt, and then you can pull your leg out.
1:30 to go here, round number 2. This one's scheduled for 3 in the flyweight division from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, as we get started on World Series of Fighting 13. Matt Lozano has been in control, clearly winning round number 1. This is round 2, and Sidemar Honorio, Brazil, in the black, and now with the mount.
Wow. But
didn't last long.
Didn't last long. And we think Lozano is that great striker, which he is, but he has also 3 submission wins, as you mentioned before. You know, all finishes actually, all his 4 fights that he won are all finishes. He should push him backwards. He should push him backwards or go for a heel hook. That's it. He might have it now. You can also push the toes down with your right hand now. He can. That's a lock I did to a guy in Japan one time, and nobody even saw what it was. Well, he's returning the table, inverted heel hook.
And it looked for a second there that Lozano might be in trouble as he grimaced in pain. And now this is pretty much just taking shots to the rib, giving him up to your rest. He's going to try to spin out of this.
Now, he's out again. Trying to heel hook back.
That's some high-level Brazilian jiu-jitsu, boss. I mean, these guys are throwing stuff at each other right and left.
They're going for leg locks, but those kind of leg locks, you know, you make them really tight. You have to make them really tight. Now he should do it. Yeah, man, I gotta put on my Facebook the push and pull move.
So final moments going away here in round number 2. We will go to a 3rd and final round in the flyweight division between Matt Lozano and Sidemar Honorio. That one much closer.
Sounds great. Wrestling, pro boxing, that's a combination right there. Look at Chuck Liddell made a whole career out of it.
No question about it. As we go to the 3rd and final round here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Matt Lozano in the white trunks, Sidemar Honorio in the black trunks.
Kick he's going to do.
Round number
Honorio.
1 clearly to Lozano. Honorio did a much better job in round number 2 getting it to the ground, but did he do enough to win the 2nd round?
That's the big question, yeah. And he looks more beat up. So the more damage. Oh, that was a nice kick. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Something happened with his arm.
Oh, and we've got a serious break in the left arm of Matt Lozano.
It hangs down.
Boss, this is one of those situations where if you're looking at home, folks, you might want to look away, as Matt Lozano has suffered a pretty serious injury to that left arm. And just when you think Matt Lozano in clear control of this one, this happens.
That is crazy. Wow.
Here it is one more time.
Oh, you see it snap. Ay.
Well, definitely something you do not want to see here, but that is part of the game, and you see just how powerful someone at 126 pounds in the form of Sidemar Honorio. Good credit to Bill Bookwalter, immediately recognized it. He jumps in there and stops the fight. And amazing to see Matt Lozano still up conscious as they're going to bring the stretcher in and get him immediately to the hospital. Well, we'll look at it one more time. And again, folks, if you have a weak stomach, divert your eyes.
Yep. Yeah, that's where a picture and a video tells 1,000 words, right?
Wow.
No explanation needed. That's a
Boss,
bad break
that
too.
situation, I mean, not a doctor, you don't play one on TV, but that is just a well-placed shot.
It's the impact, the way it impacts. What you have to do with blocking kicks is turn your palm out. The bone is much stronger that way, and once you flex the muscles around it, everything stays more compact. What happened was he's so calm and relaxed, his palm was facing him, and then he got kicked on the arm. You know, the muscles are not protecting it, and the way the bones are aligned, they're easier to break that way. So, hey. So Frank Shamrock against Kung Lee, same thing, you know.
Kind of situation. Well, in a fight where Lozano was clearly in front,
yes,
I had him down 2 rounds to none on Honorio, but in that 3rd round, Honorio comes out there in the early moments of round number 3, and we've shown it to you. We'll not show you again because that was a devastating shot.
Wow, looks like Honorio blew his nose. And
Wow.
If you do that, then that will happen to your eye. So tonight he cannot do more because it will completely close his eyes. I had it after my fight against Kevin Randleman. I had to literally put a syringe in there and then suck the blood out, otherwise I couldn't see anything. So don't blow your nose if you got a black eye.
With the official word, we send it inside. Jazz Securo has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight, it ends at 28 seconds of round number 3. Officially, this is a technical knockout. Your winner, Sidemar Honorio.
Let's take a look at our Auto Shopper highlights from this past flyweight division. Rounds 1 and 2, boss, clearly in the favor of Matt Lozano.
He was doing a great job on his feet, went all over the place. Hurt him one time with that knee to the body. Here he dropped him. I don't, maybe could have been a slip also, but look, there's that knee, makes 2 somersaults backwards. A little bit more striking. Yeah, he was doing a phenomenal job, although Honorio was constantly attacking with submissions. You know, and I always think that should count for points as well. The same as you're on your feet and you're striking and attacking, that should also count on the ground when they're attacking. People go, yeah, but defending. Oh, there's that kick.
Yeah. Get ready. Listen. What you wanna do? If you don't strike first, that's when they gon' come at you. Yeah. And you know it's true. Don't let your life get worse. Being timid, that ain't cool. Nah.